Did Supreme Court decisions end housing segregation? Imagine a time when neighborhoods were legally divided by race and many black families couldn't buy homes in certain areas. That was the reality before some key court rulings. These decisions aimed to challenge official laws that promoted segregation. But did they actually end the separation in housing? Let's find out. In the early 20th century, cities used laws called racial zoning laws to keep neighborhoods racially separate. The Supreme Court ruled against these laws in the 1920s, saying they violated the 14th Amendment. This was a big step because it made it illegal for governments to enforce segregation through laws. However, this didn't stop private practices from keeping neighborhoods racially divided. Many neighborhoods used racially restrictive covenants, agreements among homeowners that prevented black families from buying or renting homes. These private contracts weren't directly affected by the court's rulings, so segregation continued in many communities. Neighborhood associations also played a role by enforcing informal rules to keep black residents out. Local governments also used zoning laws to maintain segregation. For example, they set minimum lot sizes and limited the types of housing allowed. These rules often made it hard for black families, who were more likely to rent or live in multifamily housing, to move into certain neighborhoods. Even though these zoning laws appeared neutral, they had the effect of keeping racial groups apart. In 1968, the federal government passed the Fair Housing Act. This law aimed to stop housing discrimination and promote fair access to homes. The Supreme Court later interpreted this law to ban practices that might not be intentionally discriminatory but still have a harmful effect. This was a step forward, but it didn't erase all the barriers. Despite these legal efforts, housing segregation still exists today. Past policies created lasting economic and social divides. Black families often face challenges in accessing neighborhoods with good schools, jobs, and wealth-building opportunities. Homeownership is a key part of building wealth, but segregation has limited many black families' chances to buy homes in high-value areas. So, to answer the question directly, Supreme Court decisions help challenge explicit laws that enforced segregation. But they didn't completely end housing segregation because private practices and zoning laws kept it alive. Laws like the Fair Housing Act provided tools to fight discrimination, but the legacy of past policies and ongoing economic inequality still influence where people can live today. Building fairer housing opportunities requires ongoing effort, policy change, and community support.